All right. Hello. It is time for another edition of the Black Belt Newscast. I'm Cindy Fisher.
I'm Todd Prater. Hey.
We are live from the Selma Sun headquarters here in downtown Selma, the Queen City of the Black Belt. and our headquarters here, we actually have been here a lot this week. So, you can always stop by and give us your story ideas but you can also find all of our stories and headlines at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. That's where all the stories we're going to talk about today are from, because we like bringing you guys the headlines on Fridays and let you know a little wrap up of the week, but also what's coming for the weekend.
Yeah, and let you know places like blackbeltnewsnetwork.com, our YouTube, and even selmasun.com, where you can get more detailed information.
And you can send us your news, because we can't do this without you guys.
Right.
We were just talking about our documenters and correspondents that are helping us across the Black Belt keep up with the news of the day, the week, the month. So send your news to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. You can also sign up for our daily newsletter, and that's how we get a lot of people staying in the know, by getting the email at 3:00 that has all of our headlines.
Right.
And then send your resume if you want to write for us. We actually got a grant recently and are expanding, looking at adding some people. So, email us at news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. Otherwise, let's launch in, because we have a lot to talk about.
Yeah, we do have a lot to talk about.
A lot of roundup stuff. So stick with us till the end so that we can talk about our roundup and also what to expect for the weekend and the week to come.
Yeah.
So let's start with some of the news of the week. Selma University installed their president. Now, Stan Angian he's been there for a little while, but
been about 3 years, isn't it?
Tell us about this installation. You were at the program.
This past week, they actually did his investiture ceremony, where he was officially dubbed the president, the 25th president. And of course, there was a huge crowd there that included a lot of different folks from the world of academia. There was a lot of folks from local dignitaries. Folks like the mayor was there, Mayor James Perkins, Miss Janie Thomas. Of course, the county commission was represented by Curtis Williams, and we had our Terry Sewell. That's Byron Evans, and Terry Sewell that day entered a congratulatory into the official document of Congress. Senator Stewart was there. Representative Chestnut was there. Prince Chestnut. He was talking about how his mom and dad actually met at Selma University and said, if it wasn't for Selma University, I wouldn't be here.
Oh, that's cool.
So it was cool. A lot of interesting stories like that. That is Young Boozer, the state treasurer for Alabama. He got up and read a proclamation proclaiming Dr. Angian a state treasurer for the things that he's done. Of course, Dr. Angian took the oath of office and was officially presented to the crowd as the 25th president. That's his wife standing next to him.
I love that.
Oh, yeah, and they are such good people. His daughters actually introduce him. That's his daughters there. And, I had their names written down, and I did not bring that over here with me. But they were really nice folks. That they were really cute about talking about their father. All of this, of course, is on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com and selmasun.com. And Dr. Angian stood up and talked about how this was a renewal and a revival of the school. He's actually done that because, the school was on really hard times when he took over in 2021 as president. And in the 3 years, they have seen an increase in students and enrollment. They've seen more grants and whatnot come into the school.
Oh, yeah.
Buildings have been restored.
They've been restoring on campus. We've been over there a lot the last 3 years.
Yeah, they've done a lot.
Bringing it back to life. And it's what I like about Selma University is it's a university that brings up community leaders, the ministers. I know they're very big into the ministry, and a lot of folks go there with the idea of becoming someone important in the community.
Yeah, it's just really.
Although I know that they have biology and all the other stuff.
They got all the others that they gotta have, but it is a Christian-based a faith-based university,
and it's a historic Black college and
HBCU,
university, HBCU.
You know what else? Just a quick interesting trivia. He said that land was once a fairground, and part of it was horse stables, and they bought it and turned it into a historic university.
Yes, Selma University.
Cool stuff.
Really love that. Really love that place. It's an important part of our community. All right. Let's talk about the funding. So Black Belt folks have actually gotten to celebrate some really awesome funding.
Yes, RC&D has been funding things here in the state of Alabama. We're one of the only states in the country that have an organization like RC&D in every single county. And they just this past week doled out quite a bit of money to both Perry, Dallas, and even in Marengo County. They cover much of the Black Belt. And a lot of different, like Minnie Sue's Cottage got some money over the past year for restoration from the tornado. McRae Gaines Center got some money that they used to do a little park on the side. So there's a number of different organizations like that got money from them over the past year. And they had a little get together of the folks talking about what they spent the money for. And Prince Chestnut was there too, Representative Chestnut. And he said it's really good to hear these stories because he can go back to the state and say, look, here's how your money was spent. There's a lot of people get money that misuse it. He brought up a couple of examples. He said, but with RC&D, I can go to the state, and they're state funded. I can go to the state and say, here's how your money spent. Look at how they
use this money, because that was a lot of folks in there, including Selma Redevelopment Authority and
everybody
a lot of agencies.
And it may not be huge grants, maybe 5, 10, but it's enough to do something good, and they spread the money all over the Black Belt, all over the state.
All right. So we have had some news lately about like restaurants closing, but we have some news about a restaurant opening. Tell us about that.
If you get a chance soon, you need to go. Actually, November 2nd is when it's going to officially open, but it's by the river, Center for Humanity, and that is A3A, We Can Do This. And she explains in the interview that we're about to post on Black Belt News Network where that name comes from. That is not her birth name.
No.
But it's a cool story behind it.
All right.
When you walk into her center, which is 1306 Water Avenue, right down the road from here, it is a warm, homey, nice place to go. She has every third Saturday what she calls the humanities table, where everybody gets together and just talks, has a meal, and enjoys each other's company. She's going to start November 2nd, Humanities Cafe, which will be lunch and dinner. She's going to do a healthy soul food.
Ooh, healthy soul food. I like
wait
that.
to try that. And if you have not met A3A, We Can Do This, you need to go meet her. She's a very sweet lady, has a great thing going there. You see the stage there? She'll have open mic night. Sometimes people can read poems, sing, do karaoke. Yeah, just get together. And she says that, and she'll explain it more in that interview, that, and there's where the kitchen, that people can have conversations there about important things and feel safe, that nobody's going to hate each other about it.
Oh, so I like that idea.
Yeah, that is really cool.
Yeah, so it's a limited cafe opening, but it's nice to know.
Like November 2nd when she's going to do it, but it'll be like Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday she'll be open. So.
Okay, well, we'll have to get that out there. It will be in Selma Sun coming up.
Yeah,
and we'll put it at blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. We have not run that one yet.
Yeah, and then, like I say, we'll have the print story, and there's an interview, about a 20-minute interview.
Right. We'll put that on YouTube, and we'll share that soon. Okay, I want to take a little trip to Yellow Bluff in Wilcox County.
Yeah, I love Wilcox.
We know I love Wilcox County too, and I actually got a chance to participate in a food giveaway in Yellow Bluff. It is at an old former Baptist church.
Oh wow!
It actually is closed now, but they have moved all the pews out of the way and are now doing a food giveaway regularly. Wow. And this is every third Thursday in the morning, every month. They line up about 200 cars line up to come through a line, and it's really a family. They live across the street, and all the family members come together who used to attend the church, and see all those boxes are packed with food from like breads and goodies from Publix. It's meat and also produce.
Does that look like the Selma Food Bank truck?
Yes, that Selma Area Food Bank makes that delivery on the third Thursday of the month to Yellow Bluff Baptist, and that's what it used to be called. It's near the entrance to International Paper. The one there in Yellow Bluff or Pine Hill.
Right.
It's like 7 minutes from Pine Hill. It's very close. And it is just a pleasure. I helped pack all the boxes too, which I think is so fun. I had Ronnie that was with me, and I had one little hiccup where we had those ice pops, but they're not ice yet, and it's Powerade. And when he went they went pow, soaked to the back of my whole back, and my hair was crusty later from Powerade. But it's so fun to do that together. It's a good fellowship, and it feels really good because when they come by and get their boxes, you know they're going to have some really good meals.
They're happy, and we do have, by the way, a quick aside, another interview about the Selma Area Food Bank raising money for hurricane victims in Florida and in the Carolinas. That's on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com right now. So go check that out.
Yeah, they do a lot of great things. And they're actually, I'm just going to throw this out there. They're looking for more places to bring food in Wilcox County to meet their poundage. So if you know of or want to start a food giveaway like this, especially in Wilcox County, but really anywhere in the Black Belt, the Selma Area Food Bank will bring that food just like they did for Yellow Bluff Baptist. They only started that program about 2 years ago.
I need to give
Veronica Campbell and her husband Johnny are the ones that really kind of do that program. But yes, it's awesome. And the food, it was an entire birthday cake. Publix gives entire birthday cakes. It's crazy.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna give them my address.
Yes. Yes, they will drop off entire birthday cakes.
Wow, that's amazing.
All right.
Good,
so I want to share a little. One of our correspondents shared with us a video at an event that she was at. So this is like something you guys can do for us too. Send a video. You turn the phone that way, horizontal.
Yeah, do it horizontal.
And she shared this from a post office breast cancer event. We're just going to share this with everybody.
Oh, cool.
Here at the post office, honoring and celebrating those survivors and those who have been lost in this fight. And we're not just celebrating breast cancer today. I was told we are celebrating all of those who are in the fight and in the struggle, fighting against this terrible, terrible disease. And so we're going to talk to a few members of the U.S. Postal Service to see how they feel about it.
Hi, I'm Marsha Roberts. I'm glad we're celebrating breast cancer awareness. My husband died of cancer. It's a horrible fight, not only for the person who suffers from it, but for the entire family. So I'm all for this, and I wish everyone would get behind and find a cure for cancer.
Amen.
My name is Atisha Lucy, and I think it's a wonderful thing. My mom actually had cancer, but she survived. So I just pray that we find a cure for everybody.
Yes, my name is Sandra Chestnut. I am a cancer survivor. I was diagnosed in 2022 with ovarian cancer, and I'm just here to support any and all those that have gone through, that are still fighting, because it is a difficult thing to go through, and it is a battle, and it's a constant struggle each and every day to try to be your normal self when you're not feeling as well as you would like to feel. So I just thank the post office for recognizing and helping us and supporting us through this journey.
Wow. Thank you so much for being so courageous and sharing with us. And we'd like to also thank you for your service.
Thank you.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
See, if we get stories like that from anybody that's out in the community to share these wonderful stories, we're really glad that you guys survived. Yeah. And I'm wearing pink. I didn't even notice that.
Pink. Of all people, I should be wearing pink because my wife went through that.
Your wife is a breast cancer survivor, so that's in October. I actually want to mention too that October is also Domestic Violence Awareness Month for China survivors. So we actually had a a candlelight vigil on October 22nd, so Tuesday night. Sabra Sanctuary, which is
great.
the domestic violence organization here in the Black Belt. They do serve the Black Belt.
Right.
So women in need can come there. They will find you temporary housing and also resources and assistance to get out and find and get independent. So and so Sabra had their candlelight vigil at their location on Dallas Avenue in Selma. All right. Actually, I was going to mention that in our event wrap up.
We'll just get right to it.
We'll just go right to it. That was Tuesday, but on Saturday we had quite a bit going on. One of them was the mural event.
And I got to see you there too Saturday. They had a big MACA. So that's Making Art Connections Across Selma. And that is Trey Taylor and his wife Helene and a bunch of other artists, including Patty Siegel, who's the Yellowhammer Theater. There's Trey, as a matter of fact. He was out there. He's a mural artist, among other things. And what they've done is they put 8 boards up. I think there's actually 9, one of them for the kids to do, but 8 boards for each ward in Selma. And they invited, they had 3 artists from Ohio, and they had 2 artists, one from Birmingham, one from Raleigh, I believe, came down, and there's Patty, and painted the murals. And the murals are going to stay there in the park, in Phoenix Park, for 1 year, and then they're going to go to each ward that they represent, and then they're going to do it again. And Marcus is going to be doing at least 3 events per year. And the interview that will be posted soon explains all of that in detail. Matter of fact, there's a mural that
I remember when they made that one. That's about
Trey
4 years old.
And they're doing these murals right below it. But he did the big mural that's on the side of on
the other side of this building.
Exactly. He's done a bunch of stuff, but the murals are beautiful. I love that one. I really love that. I don't know what it is about that chaos that really excites me, but I love it.
The colors are beautiful.
The colors are beautiful, and the creativity. All of the murals were beautiful, though. I mean, they had some amazing creative stuff, and it was the community working with professional artists, and they were coming together. You got to see that interview once it's posted, because it really is interesting. Talk to some of the artists as well as to Trey and Patty.
So before that, I went to Get Fit Selma.
Oh, yeah.
The annual Get Fit Selma. And one of the cool things, this is awarding the 5K winners in the different age categories. We've got their names on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. And Stephanie Ham, this is one of her babies out of McRae Gaines Learning Center. And she had said that they do this 5K here in Selma so that they have more options for competitive races instead of having to drive out of town. There's so many, but you have to go somewhere for them. So this one was, but they also had a fun run with it too. It's so funny because later in the day, I was a volunteer there with Rotary as well, which I don't think I volunteered all that much. I think I talked to everybody instead. I'm not sure I was all that helpful.
You talked to a lot of people.
But I got a lot of great stories. In fact, there were vendors throughout. So Rural Health was there. That's Deborah Love right there. And she does E3 Solutions. And they were talking about job opportunities.
Wow.
They will train you in environmental jobs. It's a 6-week course that's coming up, and you can sign up. I wanted my son to do it. He's 18 in less than a month, but you have to do the 6 weeks every day. And he's still in high school. But this is great because you can come out of the 6 weeks with a certification to do environmental cleanup based jobs and that are desperate need. They're trying to get a lot of the folks in the community that are on the sidelines and not working into some really productive jobs that could lead to even, full-time regular. And then this is a group out of Atlanta that came with the jump roping, and this is a Selma girl, and because I know her family. But then what's fun is they had some actual really good jump roping. That will on TV. Amaze you. So it was really fun, and being part of that, the beautiful day. So then after that, I went to the mural event. So I just couldn't help myself to get everything. That was the weekend. Last weekend, but we also have Hemfest is coming up.
Hemfest is coming up November 3rd. That is a Sunday, a week from this coming Sunday.
And this is in Dallas County.
It is in Dallas County. It's at Old Cahaba Archaeological Park. And that's actually St. Luke's Church. Last year they did, and this is from last year, they did music that would have been sung in that church in a different incarnations. This year, they're going to focus on the importance of the Methodist community in Old Cahaba. So it's going to be really fun and interesting and inspirational, and it's multicultural. There's a great diversity of people and music, and that's November 3rd at 3:00 at St. Luke's at Old Cahaba Archaeological Park. Well, speaking of Old Cahaba, tomorrow evening is the last haunted history tour, and I just talked to Carmen. She said there's about 10 tickets left. So if you haven't been to haunted history, 10 tickets.
It is so fun. I go every
Oh,
year.
I love it.
You almost can't scare me anymore because I've been so many times. When
Ah,
I worked at one year where I got to ding, 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 ding. It was really spooky. And I got to sit with the, they have the gadgets where they tell you if a ghost is in the room.
Oh,
you
yeah,
can
yeah,
ask
the
them
EMF
questions, the
meters and stuff like
ghost
that, yeah.
questions. And
So you were in the house, the haunted house then.
I was
And here's the
outside of
thing,
it
though.
and I led people into it. But afterward, when everybody left,
Oh yeah, that's
they
what it is.
let us workers stay and ask the ghost any questions we wanted to.
Yeah, and but you got to make a distinction. This isn't like a haunted house like you go to the
it's
Atrox
not.
or something like that. This
Right.
is real stories that have been handed down for hundreds of years from people that live there.
And you get to ask them that used to live there that
You
might
can-
still be there.
Yeah,
What was
you
it
can talk
like?
to
Were
them.
you a slave?
Yeah,
All
Web
kinds of.
Paranormal is doing the investigation. It's an actual paranormal
really
company
fun.
doing the investigation.
Now, the year I went, there was a Bama game that night, and my paranormal guy I was paired with was a huge Bama fan, and he was kind of freaking out. It wasn't quite dark yet. He was like, "I need to know the score," and I was like, but you're supposed to be, speaking to the ghosts."
It is Alabama, and even
He's had
Alabama
a ghost
ghosts.
in this ear and the radio for the Bama game in the other ear.
I'll be willing to bet the ghost shut down when the Alabama
I think it
game's
was a
on.
Tennessee
Everybody
game. I
watches
believe
Alabama,
it was Tennessee.
Auburn
It was
football.
It was the third Saturday of
And
October.
Alabama and Auburn rules.
All right, so I want to mention real quick that we have a community town hall coming up.
Oh,
This is a visioning
yeah.
meeting for George Washington Carver, so GWC. Going back in time, the Selma Housing Authority got a $50,000 grant to apply for and put together a visioning for what they want to do with the area, because there's talks of knocking down and rebuilding and maybe even not having as many people in there, maybe restructuring how many people are on top of each other instead, maybe living in a new and different environment for that community. So this meeting is Tuesday at 5:30
at Selma High School,
High School
lunchroom
cafeteria.
Yeah.
Yes. So make sure to put that on your list. I know
Yeah,
that
go.
they're thinking this is kind of the gateway to the city.
Right.
It leads to Brown Chapel, which is right there, and it's being renovated. It's this community, actually the nation comes to this part
Right.
of
And so we wanna
Selma
put
every
forth a
year
good
for
foot.
Jubilee
Yeah.
and even between.
Right.
So we need it to look great, and we want our residents to live great. So anyway,
So that's Tuesday, 5:30, Selma High School lunchroom.
Right.
I got one other thing too. Sunday at 5:30, this coming Sunday, Valley Grand Baptist Church, the one with the big green roof on 22, they're having their very first Harvest Festival. So that'll be Sunday at 5:30. Everything's free, food's free, bouncy houses, games for kids and adults. So
Uniontown is having an event.
Uniontown is having a big event, as a matter of fact. Yeah,
Yes.
big cleanup. That's what I was. Dudley just texted me.
I love this because there's a couple of buildings that have fallen in, and you can see it on your drive. They're going to pick up the bricks.
Right, and what they're doing, I talked to Dudley, or I hadn't talked to her yet, but I'm going to. This Saturday, the 26th, they're going to be cleaning up some of those collapsed buildings. If you go to the Facebook page, you can find it.
Yes.
And I asked, one of the people asked, when are they going to start? She said, get there when you can. We're going to start early and be working all day.
Working all day,
Yeah,
picking
so-
up the bricks. Maybe there's something cool where the bricks could be
there's
used for
bound to be
something else.
they could, if they didn't do anything but sell them and put the money in the city coffers,
And we love
there's
it.
Good things to do with that.
And Dudley over there and Amifa, and there's a lot of great people. This is John
Portia.
Page. Is that his name?
Yeah, but you're right.
And Portia Shepherd. Y'all are doing some amazing stuff in
Yeah, John Page, there's
Uniontown.
John right there.
And really impressed. So that will be a great event.
Yeah, that's
and
all. That's tomorrow.
could really make a difference. I just want to note, so November 5th is Election Day. I know
Ooh,
everybody
yeah.
knows that because we're sick of hearing it, but I do want to mention that the Selma Sun print edition, and we'll have it no paywall available, a voter list that will tell you where your precinct is so
Right.
that you will know where to go vote. And we actually ran this same list in February, March.
Mhm.
So we're going to run it again with all the new changes, anybody that's new, or and that way you will know your polling place. So look
That's
for
coming up
that.
in our next edition.
Yeah, that's going to be an October 31st edition.
Boom.
We also have next week is the Central Alabama Fair.
Fun.
And what the Rotary Club, we will be making our cozy dogs. So we took over cozy dogs from the Civitan Club that doesn't meet anymore, but Selma or Rotary Club is still going and strong. So it's one of our fundraisers now. We've been doing it for about 3
cool.
years. So we make cozy dogs. Come get a bag of cozy dogs throughout the week, except
the way you
for
said that. Come get
a bag of cozy dogs. Now, we're not doing it on Halloween night because that night is super busy, obviously, including the Monster March.
The Monster March. We're going to be doing that
The
right here like we
Monster
did the past few
March.
years. I love the Monster
Right
March.
downtown in Selma, we have so much fun out here giving out candy every year. So
I'll be bringing music, playing.
he always
music.
plays the
Yeah.
creepy music
I
or
love
the
it.
fun Monster Mash songs and stuff. So come
The
see
Monster
us. We always run out of candy, so maybe we'll be smart enough to bring it off this year.
Well, if we would quit eating it ourselves.
Yeah. Okay.
Excuse me. I got a.
You got a frog in your throat. Okay, couple other roundup items.
Okay.
Montgomery Airport got a $5 million infusion.
Wow.
And they are going to use the money to repair the baggage claim area.
Oh, yeah. The little
And
round thing.
the escalator.
Oh,
So
cool.
really great options because actually Montgomery Airport, it's a great regional airport. Great
nice.
option for getting to and fro without having to go all the way to Birmingham.
Yeah.
And losing your car. Because I have a whole story about losing my car. I was so hot when looking for my car and I was lost. And my plan was just to take my cover off, but I ended up taking my entire shirt off
Well.
in the parking deck.
But you were the top of the
like,
town.
It was like midnight or something, but I looked right at the security camera. I was like, I know you're getting a show right now. Why don't you come down here and help me find my car?
Oh my
Anyway.
God, how funny.
Too much information. I'm sorry, guys. Another really great story is about Anderson Family Care in Demopolis.
Yeah.
They are a finalist for the Small Business Award through Business Council of Alabama. And that's really exciting because we know we have a lot of great small businesses down here. And we actually have had a lot of them honored, like Queen City, which is right next door. Queen City's been honored by the Retail Association. Dave's Market.
Yeah.
We've got a lot that have actually been awarded around here because they recognize that we have some really great businesses here.
Throughout the Black Belt, yeah.
Oh, I'm going down my list now, and I think we've hit them all.
I don't have any more.
That was a lot of stuff.
I know we've been talking a lot. It's fun. It's good.
We shoved it in almost 30 minutes, and I got to tell a story about taking my shirt off at the airport. I didn't plan on saying.
People hitting the line now. See if that's online. I wonder if
the AI bots are going to find
that's
that
right,
one.
really.
Okay. I think
it's good to do it with you in the building this time. Too,
we don't always, we're on the go so much. And we were like, now last week, we lost you guys because my internet was so bad. And I was in Marengo County with a beautiful blue sky, no wind at all, no excuse.
Yeah.
And I do want to say there is a story on blackbeltnewsnetwork.com about some broadband efforts.
Oh, good. We need that.
I read our stories, but sometimes I'm like, you got to do more. Pioneer Electric recently put something out about their broadband efforts too, but we are really struggling over here, guys.
Yeah,
and that's the thing that I just want to note. We live here too. It is not like we live in Birmingham. We just come down here and cover stuff and then leave.
We live in Black Belt. I live right up the road.
We suffered alongside you guys, but we also get the benefits of the awesome people and the awesome. Ecotourism is my favorite, which reminds me.
What you got?
Yes, we have started a Black Belt Outdoors
We
page.
have a Black Belt Outdoors page. We sure do.
On Facebook, go follow. And this is an old screenshot, by the way. We have like
Yeah, it's
500
changed a little bit.
followers
Yeah,
now.
and we got some
but
different stories up that are.
all you have
not
to
there.
do is just find Black Belt Outdoors and follow us, and you'll get all the stories going
Mm-hmm.
on in the Black Belt and the outdoors.
And we're getting more and more. It's starting to ramp up a little bit. I got an interview. I still hadn't finished editing with the head of wildlife and freshwater fisheries.
Yes, that's the thing is Todd knows these people, so
Yeah.
you're gonna get interviews and direct contact with and information.
Yeah,
from
and I got
people.
a bunch more planned that are coming up. So it's going to be a lot of good information coming. And don't forget hunting season. Bow season's already open.
That's right.
Gun hunting
is
season starts in
coming.
about 2 weeks. So we're going to be talking about that too.
We also see. I think that one is really fun. But we also have a YouTube page
We
for
do.
our outdoors. Yep.
We have a YouTube
So-
for the outdoors and a YouTube for the news.
Send your pictures too. This is the thing I keep saying is, we are huge Big Daddy fans.
Yeah,
we miss Big Daddy, but we don't want his work to go without being continued. And so that's one of the reasons we started it is
in
because
his honor and in his memory.
and so all the things that you would send to him, send to us. We want
Right.
to share it with everybody. And I've been investing in getting everybody, letting them know we're here to follow
Me
us.
too. Yeah, exactly.
All right. Black Belt Outdoors. That's
Black
it.
Belt
Yep.
Outdoors, Facebook and YouTube.
We also recently became we're becoming a nonprofit eventually.
Yeah.
We can take donations. So through we have a fiscal sponsor, so you can donate to help us keep our news free online. We do not charge for our content. Make donations to the Black Belt News Network. It's tax deductible.
Yeah.
And here we are at the end of the year. This is your chance to put in a little so that you can get a tax deduction.
Just a couple months.
And it helps us be able to afford to do this. We just got a big grant with Press Forward, and we're very honored and excited. The money's not in the bank yet, but we have gotten it's $50,000 a year, and that's going to help us be able to pay for a lot of things.
A lot more coverage that we can do.
More coverage, and that's what
we're trying to do is expand our coverage. We're talking about having the documenters and the.
That's right. I think I'm going to spend some of it on a Starlink so that we can have guaranteed internet.
Might be a good idea.
I've already had I got a message earlier in our newscast that we only had one bar. So, but we also have sponsors, and that's one of the things, we always like to thank our sponsors.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Miller.
Randall Miller Funeral Home is such an important part of our community. And one of the things that they will do with you is to meet with you ahead of time so that you can give that last final gift to your family and help them plan out what it is that you would like for your service. So give them a call, 334-874-9081. It's a good thing I memorized that because I can't read that anymore. But we always thank them. But we also say, be a sponsor. You can also be a sponsor. Yeah. Or let one of your favorite businesses know and to be a sponsor, because then we can talk about them on here. But also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
Yeah.
That is the way to keep up with us. That's really where I'm investing a lot of our advertising, because we have such an engaged and awesome audience.
We do. I get people talking to me. They'll come up to me when I'm out in public and say something.
Yeah.
I'm wondering, how do you know what I look like? Then I realized, oh yeah, we do this.
We do.
Back when I was doing radio all the time, people come up to me talking to me, and it's like,
they know your voice. I know. Well, I'm an
now I see why.
I'm an identical twin, so I have people tell me I look like someone all the time. A little different.
Really. People go up to their twin and say, "Hey, that was a great newscast." And
yeah.
Looking there like, what?
We sound a lot alike too.
Yeah, you
That's
do.
The thing.
You do.
Yep. My kids don't like it because it's like having two moms. Anyway, all right, guys, we've enjoyed it.
Boy, have we ever.
We will see you guys next week. By then, we'll have some good video of Halloween and the fair and Cozy Dogs, and the election will be right around the corner.
We'll talk about that some next week too.
And I'll have the voter list, so you can, if you're in Dallas County, you can check out where your polling place is. We don't do other counties for that. Just Dallas, sorry. And not all counties are doing that list. Some of them did them in the spring.
Oh, okay.
All right. We will see you guys next week. If you have
See you next week. Oh,
ideas,
wrong hand. See you
what
next
you
week.
want us to cover, send it to news@blackbeltnewsnetwork.com. Otherwise, we'll see you next week.
Bye.